Okay. So how was that for you?
It was good. I like spending time with horses anyway.
Yeah.
It made me a little self-conscious at every hill I
Oh,
go.
yeah.
But it's probably more, again, my angst about setting my guard because
Hey, hey, hey! Dogs!
things in my life right now are a little rough. And so I feel like I'm on this like wolf-fine zone of being okay. And then as soon as I'm not,
Yeah.
it felt really good to be with my horses. It's just been really
Yeah, it feels nice.
It felt really good too to kind of push Aurora away. Like, hey, that's too much.
Right.
And then the other ones that are more gentle, it was very nice to feel like I could move
Right.
without feeling like they were just being pushy. They were just kind of being curious and gentle. I guess in their feline mode.
Right.
And then I think Xander actually had one more kind of come over and forcefully scoot my nose over, and I was like, hey,
Right.
that was my horse.
Right.
But she was just being goofy. Even with you, I haven't really interacted much with you, so it was kind of nice to see you be friendly and gentle with and then with Lyra as well, she's kind of a little bit more standoffish, and she came over and said hi to my sister Selma. I said hello in my way
Yeah.
to describe that, and that's not an experience I get often in my day-to-day life. I'm just that physical affection that I feel like I'm currently starved of.
Right.
Just that very gentle,
Right.
you know,
Yeah.
like that's huge for me right now.
Right. Yeah, so as you know, we tried to do one of these yesterday with Dorothy and Zach, and we did a check-in at first, and what came up was that Zach was feeling really stressed about that he wanted to be working in the yard, and he was kind of angry about the fact that he was being pulled from it, and Dorothy was feeling really stressed about a bunch of things, like that school's about to end, she has a new job lined up, and she had a headache coming on that she thought was due to stress.
Oh, gotcha. Before going in.
Yeah,
I was antsy to go in.
Yeah, and then coming out, part of the debrief, it was like, Zach was like, oh, I feel a lot more peaceful and like it's okay, and Dorothy was like, my headache is almost gone, if not totally gone. I feel totally calm and relaxed and peaceful, and so it's just interesting to hear you sort of reflecting a similar thing back of like, coming out and feeling
you
like,
saw me. I was like,
it was really nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, and then of course the sun was out for a little while, which is unusual for here right now.
Perfect.
And
yeah,
and
for me it's that completion right now of a person in my marriage, and like my very contented with the person I'm married with and their affection and their own problems and what they're having to deal with, and I feel like I'm on this verge of this like huge awakening, and it's very it's just nice to get off horses and just be, and that's what I did. I found myself concentrating on petting them and reading their body language, and then I realized I was focusing too much on them and not enough on what I was feeling, and that's a lot of what is going on in my marriage right now, is focusing on what he's feeding back rather than paying attention to how I feel in return.
Right. So, did you notice anything between their interactions that you remember being particularly attentive to?
When I took a deep breath, both with Rose and with Raven, they just moved their head just the slightest bit towards me, like they were drawn in by it. I don't know, but it was both times when I did this, like, in both of them, it was very subtle.
And with the breath, did you notice anything in you?
Well, I felt more relaxed.
Right.
Yeah, and so I kind of smiled because I picked up on that they were a little
drawn to
okay,
the...
they can pick up on.
Right. So is there anything in this experience that you think you might be able to pull into your daily life that might help?
Yeah, I mean, just that, like I said, that degree of touch,
Mhm.
and how comforting that can be. As a veterinarian, I
Mhm.
work with a lot of people, and I focus on their pets a lot,
Right.
and I don't necessarily reach out to them very much. So I think that's something that was interesting. I felt like a very safe place to touch
Right.
right there. And, they have all these studies, even in vet medicine, you learn about that
Right.
if you're going to do something,
Right. Fear
look for
is
touch. It's, right there, be safe.
right.
It actually feels very good. It's not just a safe touch that actually is very reassuring. I would say that hearing that
Yeah.
is pretty something.
One thing when I talk to people about like good human to horse interactions, I say don't go to their face and don't smack them. You can kind of shoulder up to them, and then you can even touch their shoulder first once you sort of that like, oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
And it is interesting that they will reach for our shoulders first too,
Right.
unless they
So
know
the
you
ones
really
that-
well, and then they're
Right.
like, oh, hi.
The respective boundaries.
Right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's definitely the shoulder first.
Yeah, and you mentioned with Rora being a little bit more pushy, like it
Yeah.
actually that you said it felt good to actually be able to
Push her away.
Yeah, yeah. So that's like just a healthy boundary draw. Like, hey, you're actually walking all
I
over
like
me.
you, but not.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.